Howdo all, and welcome back to Immersion Gaming. Right, bit of a change tonight. I don't know if you watched episode 5 right till the end, and then after the credits, I was about to, well, I did actually do the outro basically. It ended episode 5, but then upon finishing the video, switching the recording off, I came back to this menu and realised actually episode 5 isn't the last one. We actually have a bonus sort of mini episode called Archangel, which is basically a consequential day in the life of Christian the most powerful person on earth. So this must be like it must have some connection to what we've been playing for the past 5 episodes. But that main story is done now. This is Archangel, which is an extra bonus episode. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be playing tonight. And then that's it. Then for the Telltale Games marathon, we're done. All the games are done then. So again, if you didn't watch it till right to the end of episode 5 last night, well, tonight for you, but last night for me, and you won't be seeing this till tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days, I'm just waiting for some new parts to come for the Immersion Gaming PC that I use to play all these games on and stuff. Well, I use it for everything. I use it to edit my videos. I use it to upload the videos. I use it for everything. It's basically the heart of Immersion Gaming. And it's quite a powerful PC. It's one I built about 3 or 4 years ago. But I need a bit more. You know what I mean? So I've just ordered a top at range CPU. Also a new motherboard, which is another top at range model, and well, as top of range as I can go on this platform that I'm on, and also a new all-in-one water cooler. So yeah, I'm doing a video on that basically where I'm going to be upgrading the current rig that I've got with all the new kit, and I thought I might as well do a video on it because it's gaming related, and a lot of people enjoy seeing software and seeing PCs being built and stuff like that. So if it's not for you, then don't watch it. But if it is for you, then at least it's there for people that that like that sort of thing, because I do a lot of that. That's what I do throughout the day. I buy and sell a lot of laptops and stuff like that, but I've been focusing a lot on gaming laptops lately. So I have been thinking of maybe either doing it on this channel or maybe start a sister channel of reviewing gaming laptops, just to show you basically what you can expect, sort of performance you can expect from that specific model that I'm doing that day. Like what sort of frame rates you can expect and how smooth it'll run and things like that. And I don't know, I ain't decided on that yet, but I do that through the day, where I'm refurbishing and repairing gaming laptops and stuff. So I did think as an idea that I might start doing that, but that's yet to be seen. But anyway, this one is just going to be me upgrading the Immersion Gaming rig, and just making it a bit beefier. So if that's something that'll interest you, you want to see me rebuild the PC and see what's in it, what I'm using to actually do this channel and stuff, then you're welcome to come join me. As I said, I'll be doing that in a couple of days. I'm just waiting for all parts to arrive. My all-in-one water coolers arrived today, but I reckon my motherboard and my CPU are going to be either tomorrow or day after. And I've just bought a new M.2 SSD as well that I'm going to be using as a second, because the new motherboard I've got 2 M.2 slots, whereas the one I've got now has only got 1, and that's what my Windows is on, the M.2 drive that I've got. So now that I've got 2 M.2 slots, I'm going to be having my Windows in one of them, my Windows boot drive M.2 in one, and then I'll have a second M.2 drive with the high performance games, the ones that need a lot of speed and that to run, the top end modern games basically. That's just lower end, not as system intensive. I'll just put it on my SSD that I've got. But yeah, so anyway, you'll see all that anyway. I'm not going to go too far into it. You'll see all that when I start doing the video. So like I said, I'll probably be filming that couple of days from now, and then I'll put it on for you guys to see. And after that, then we on the new rig, then we'll get on with the next games that we're going to be playing, which I haven't quite decided yet because, again, I've just finished the Telltale Games marathon, so from now on we're going to be playing all sorts of different games that aren't related to Telltale, obviously. So anyway, without further ado, I think we'll crack on with this now, get this Archangel bonus episode done, and get this Telltale Games marathon concluded once and for all. So, without further ado, let's crack on with the Expanse Archangel. So, yeah, why wouldn't I do it in that slot? Ha! Ha! Yeah, I can't wait to upgrade my PC.
And in politics, the Secretary General and other high-ranking UN administrators are on Luna for a security summit. We await the official briefing later tonight. Deputy Undersecretary Christian Avasarala has been sequestered to an undisclosed Earth location for emergency government operations.
Archangel is arriving. Stand by for resume post. Ma'am, if you need anything at all, you can just...
Well, that was a bit rude, wasn't it? You might be high up,
So
love.
this is the Secretary General's hideaway.
Wow.
Not bad for a coffin. Nishan, where the fuck are you?
Good morning, Madam Deputy Undersecretary.
Alright,
How was your
Dave.
trip in?
You mean my descent?
Got a deeper
I'm being
voice than
guarded like a
fucking Morgan
war
Freeman.
prisoner. What do you think?
Was it another assassination plot?
Could be any damn thing. With everyone on Luna for the summit, I am suddenly the highest ranked official on the planet.
Wonder if she smokes.
Congratulations.
Bullshit.
I was the only one expendable enough to remain on Earth.
Your fallback
Where's
plan
your
then, yeah.
voice coming from anyway?
Where's yours coming from?
I don't see it comes
You
in.
fucking sphincter.
What in the flying fuck?
Apologies for the dramatic reveal. I know how you dislike me pinging your terminal all day. This seemed to be a workable solution. I also took the liberty of having security bring down some of your personal items.
Jesus. How long do you think I'll be down here?
With that voice, you're probably fucking forever. They don't want you one thing, you scare them. Sound like fucking Cookie Monster. Cookies!
Okay, messages.
And Admiral Krusco has sent an urgent message about a situation near Juno. And Undersecretary Mendez is still hounding you about the reorganization plan.
That's all?
No, there's also a message from Callisto.
Are you sure?
Yes, it reached your receiver about 45 minutes ago. I forwarded it to your hand terminal.
Okay, go back to your dock. Let me get to work.
Wow. She's demasculating me when she fucking speaks. Right,
Some fucking admiral and that Torb Mendes. That's the agenda.
so she's been left behind on Earth. So where have all the rest of them gone, like? Is there some major catastrophe happening on Earth and, like usual, all the top brass have fucked off to get out of the way? You know, like they're in real life and leave us in shit. Yeah, it's them that's caused the fucking shit. I'm sure we'll find out now what's going on. Under Secretary Jeffrey Mendez, ROL and Security, UNN SOF, son of a fucker, Kingston, New York, Earth. Oh, Jeffers!
Christian, I hear you're working out of the bunker today. Is it as ostentatious as everyone says?
Only thing missing is a chandelier. I hear you were looking for me.
Ah, yes. Listen, your role as Undersecretary of Peace Operations is invaluable, of course.
And yet,
And yet, the Belter threat calls for greater scrutiny. It should be the work of a committee, one that I'm shocked hasn't formed earlier. Anyway, the Security Council is planning a vote on the issue.
What issue? The issue of whether to strip me of my powers and throw the belt into chaos.
I know big changes can be challenging, especially when you've been in the UN for so long. But this is a move to protect our people.
Of course. But I can't help but wonder who will be in charge of this new committee.
Well, that's for the Security Council to decide.
Yeah.
My name has been put forward.
Yeah, I bet it has,
but
Jeffrey.
Listen, maintaining peace in the belt is more than one person can accomplish. Everyone is finally acknowledging all the work you do.
By taking my job.
Oh, don't think of it that way. If you excuse me, I've got another call. Always a pleasure.
So you've been well and truly screwed then, have you, voice box? That's what happens when you work for complete fucking scumbags. Well, can't I look at the next one then? You want to work in politics, expect to get fucking bombed round every corner by every bastard that's within range. Bit like working in an office, really. Admiral Carmine Krusco, United Nations Naval Fleet Command, UNN Josie Wales, Jupiter Fleet. So that's Josie Wales. Jupiter Fleet is where we were with Drummer and them. They were in Jupiter's orbit originally. But I don't remember hearing of a UN and Josie Wales. That ship that were attacked. What was that called? That might have been, you know, the one that we got the drive with the coordinates on for that mining facility. I don't know, I'm sure we'll find out anyway.
Under Secretary Avasarala, with Fleet Admiral Holt indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed to defer to you for matters of lawful jurisdiction. At 1800 hours, the MCRN battleship Ramses II entered Juno moonspace. We have hailed the Ramses II 3 times, and we are now within our rights to seize the vessel. However, I've been ordered to seek your go-ahead on all matters in the belt, regardless of urgency or severity. Seeing as you are a civilian administrator, I urge you to trust your military officers to make the right decisions.
In other words, give you
await
free
your
roam.
response, but I must warn you, if we do not receive orders soon, we will be forced to engage. Admiral Krusco, out.
Civilian administrator, my ass. Brass prick. This Krusco seems damn sure of himself. That makes me even less confident of his assessment. I better look into it myself before responding.
Why ain't it working all the time? What? So you can't move that down? You can only move that across? And I can't move that down? What? Well, why can't I move that? You've got to be taking the piss. Oh, now you'll move. So then if I... Oh, it's annoying me. Proper annoying me. I'm guessing I can't move any of them at bottom then. Because it's not letting me. There's just no way I can do it at all. See, if I could move that down, then it'd be alright. But it won't let me move it down. I have no fucking idea at all what I'm supposed to do there. That is just stupidity. I can't believe you can't slide that down. Oh, I can now. What is going on? I tried to do that about 50 fucking times and it won't move. When you're ready. Right.
I leave this here until I know what it opens.
It's your desk and you don't know what it opens.
I leave this here until I know what it opens.
Might be some friggin' what is it, that spray that singers use, you know, for the back of the throat? Sounds like she could do with some. Makes me want to clear my throat when she talks.
It's been a long time since Charlebois called.
Sharnapal. 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 Oh, Sharnapal?
Hi, Mom. It's
That's
me.
his son.
They lifted the comms embargo, and I wanted to say hey. Haven't heard from you in a few days, and, well, I'm worried. You took the news about Marie badly. She's not what you think she is. She's not a terrorist. She's fighting for justice for ordinary people who are caught in the crossfire. I know you say I distract myself from what's important, but, well, this is important. She is. To me. Anyway, I love you, and I miss you. Keep me in your prayers. Talk soon.
Stupid boy. This is no time for romance. Sweet child, the United Nations did not send you all the way across the solar system to get laid. We love to hear from you, but I expect updates on your health and safety, not on your damn love life. Listen to me, because I won't say it again. Go to the nearest medical clinic and get tested. The full STD panel. Those outer planet whores are the worst in the system. If discretion is required, forward the bill to me, and let this be the last we speak of it. Now, go. I'm sure there is something more important you should be doing. And be safe, my sweet boy. Make us proud.
Nice understanding, Mum. Oh, that was worth touching. Taught me a lot, did that? Taught me loads, mate. Oh, what's this? We've got one of them. So we've seen everything then. Can I get up? have a look outside. Well, Earth's changed, hasn't it? There's supposed to be a bunker. That bunker's supposed to be underground. Or does it sink underground? Because it has got some sort of hydraulic arms there, hasn't it? But it's on concrete. I'm guessing it moves though somehow. Probably goes down or something. Boudoir.
I may not be certain of a higher power, but sometimes it's nice to share all this shit with somebody else.
What, a statue? I'm sure it listens intently. Greatest listener ever. Tell me all your worries. Have you noticed times like this when top brass at ones that have caused all the fucking shit, they get to be nice and safe inside bunkers and stuff like that, while the rest of us are cannon fodder. But it ain't us that's caused the fucking trouble, it's them. Fucking pisses. If there's one thing that pisses me off about society, that is one of the biggest fucking gripes I have. Like this thing with fucking Putin and Ukraine stroke the West. Let all them, put them in a fucking room and let them fight it out between the fucking selves. Why should fucking hundreds of thousands of civilians and soldiers and stuff like get killed for their arguments? They're ones with fucking issue, with fucking egos size of a planet. Yet every cunt else dies while they're all safe in fucking nice little bunkers like that and stuff. Little fucking plebs. It's always wound me up as that, always. Come on then, how long are you going to meditate, love? I ain't got all fucking night. Oh, I can leave. I'm sat here waiting and I can just leave. Play chess with Arjun.
You can almost believe that you're not hundreds of meters underground.
Oh, so these...
Almost.
That's just a projected image then. So we are actually hundreds of meters below ground. Well, that's not bad then, is it? For it does look a bit not real though, doesn't it? The way it moves. But I thought that was just the way it had been programmed.
I never thought I'd miss the real nation, but this little gadget creeps me out. I'm going to need everything you have on Mendez.
Frankly, he's a pretty open book. Son of diplomats, top of his class at the UNS, spotless record.
If I work this right, I may be able to bend this little shit to my will.
Possible, but unlikely. He seems to see this vote as a chance to establish himself.
I have something special for you to work on.
Of course. What do you need?
My son is in contact with a girl on Ganymede. Marie Esperon.
Is she a UN official? A Martian diplomat?
She's a Belter activist.
Oh.
I know the basics, enough for me to wholeheartedly disapprove of her. But this girl could be using my son for his UNN access, or trying to recruit him.
I see, Madam Undersecretary. I'll make the appropriate inquiries.
He sees, Madam Undersecretary.
Tell me about that shit-eating Admiral.
I have his file here, but something is off. Gaps in command, sealed records.
So Cusco has something to hide. Maybe something I could use as leverage if you won't take orders.
Let me do some digging. It might be nothing, but it couldn't hurt.
Dear God, what a waste of water.
You know, she's a fucking barrel of laughter, isn't she? Fucking water feature, and it reuses its own water, so how is that a waste of water? It's not going anywhere, it's just getting reused constantly, back up, round, so it's not wasting anywhere, is it?
I should put up the reports on Juno and Ramses too.
Jupiter.
We keep pushing farther and farther out. God knows why.
Titan, that was moon where we saw the thing erupting. And we saw that ice volcano erupting when Cox were trying to kill her. Titan colony, a private resort complex, UN, tourism, agriculture. Be awesome that won't it, when we're a multi-planetary species and we can actually go to other planets for a holiday instead of just to another country. Fucking awesome that.
I hope these fools realize that black markets are to be managed, not eliminated.
Vector Security CIO Zeb Butcheri has notified UN authorities on Titan of the firm's plan to raid several black market sites in the cities of Jingpo and Bolsena. A recent rise in traffic of illegal goods has caused a troubling crime wave that has local governments looking for answers. UNN assets are monitoring Vector's actions closely, as the firm was only recently acquitted of excessive force, indiscriminate use of riot control, and manslaughter charges from their involvement in previous disputes. Ganymede.
In a perfect world, everybody gets what they need. But the belt is far from perfect.
New domes inflame local tensions. Classification official. According to a recent press release, Ganymede Station Collective has entered into a long-term development contract with Zai Tamyan Agricultural Concern for the construction of 2 new domes on the lunar surface. Groundbreaking is expected to commence in early 2053. Some local political factions, primarily groups associated with non-violent pro-Belter platform, have lobbied to stop the partnership. Their resistance is due to the fact that better households receive only 10% of locally sourced crops, despite making up 65% of the total population. Representatives of the GSC and XTAC have not commented on the tension. Callisto Colony, MCRN, UNN Joint Protectorate, Mining Shipyard. Oh, that's where we were, wasn't it? Callisto Colony. Yeah, that's where we were, Callisto Colony. That's where where all them miners are dead in things. Mining Shipyards, Callisto Jovian System. So that must be that collection of meteorites there. That must be it. Oh no, Callisto is there. It's that moon. But that were definitely what it were called. That settlement. Huh.
So this is where our discretionary funds have gone. To feather an underground nest. Once I've finished my work, this will serve nicely for a wind down.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd ever out complaining with bows. Typical fucking rich folk. Complain about everything else that's a waste of money, but bows is alright. Keep that where it is.
The bubblehead himself. They really captured the insecure look in his eyes. If only everything was as straightforward as chess. In politics, the rules are always changing.
Good morning, my love. You look absolutely ravishing. It's true I cannot see you, but I've learned that it's safer to assume. If I was with you, I wouldn't be able to stop from sweeping you into my arms and carrying you away. But alas, I'm not, and will have to settle for your bishop. Your move, darling.
Look at all that, is just talking to them.
My dear Arjun. Your flattery won't save you. The more you attack, the more you leave yourself unguarded. Speaking of guarded, they have me locked up in a cell like an animal. That's politics for you. What I wouldn't give to see your face.
Right. Good game, good game. Old fossil. Well, let's go and have a look out of this door then. Fill letters.
Don't worry, ma'am. Nobody's getting in without my say-so.
As long as I can still get out. Private?
Sharp, ma'am. Private Sharp. You need to remain in place while Navy Intelligence runs a short security review.
Well, thank you for your service, Private. I feel safer already.
Affirmative.
Oh, and if Undersecretary Mendes stops by, you have my permission to kick his ass.
Ma'am.
Also, she's being held against her will then. We've just been to the star map. What more do you want me to fucking see? Oh, there's no thing to look at now. I couldn't look at any of this before.
As if Earth weren't big enough to worry about.
Luna, Moon. Military and scientific R&D and civilian transport. Which is pretty much what they're already... That's the point we're at now. We're just on about building a colony on Moon, aren't we? That's why Elon Musk is building Starship. First to build a colony on Moon and then to get to Mars. And start building a colony there too. Earth. Terra Sol. Capital planet, United Nations, human homeworld. Sol system.
If only meteors would silence some of the blowhards in the UN.
Scientists from Mikazuki Communications, assisted by astronomers at the University of Luna, have identified micrometeors as the culprit behind a spate of recent disruptions in surface and orbital tight beam traffic. According to Dr. Verena Gage of the University of Luna's Laser Science Laboratory, an unusually high number of micrometeor showers has significantly abraded the Moon's satellite system array, which is responsible for successful tight beam transmissions. Mikazuki Communications has assured the UN that updates to software and upgrades to protective measures are both forthcoming. Awesome.
The OPA should know better. This will come back on them tenfold.
Heightened security measures after OPA threats. Despite recent efforts to intensify naval intelligence gathering and bolster the terrestrial security, Commandant of the United Nations Marine Corps, General Hayden McCourt, has issued a system-wide security review of all UN facilities in the northeastern sector of the North American Trade Zone. Threats to members of the UN Security Council have risen exponentially since the localized uprising on Hygeia, Black Sky and Ceres unknown. Officers of the UNMC and UNN will be implementing adjustments to the existing security measures. Mars.
Cloaking their military overreach in promises of protection. A classic Martian trick.
Operation Silent Wall. Likely in response to the recent uptick of violence in the belt, the MCRN has launched a sweeping campaign to combat piracy in all territories and systems under its direct control. This initiative is being called Operation Silent Wall. UNN intelligence officials have been formally briefed on the campaign's mission objectives, and senior leadership, with the approval of the Secretary General, have pledged their tacit support. In its first action as part of Operation Silent Wall, the MCRN was dispatched to the MCRN Donaga from Mars to Demios under the command of Captain Theresa Yao. Theresa Yao. Theresa Yao. So what's this? Phoebus Surveillance Station, Demios Intelligence Outpost.
Why not? If someone offers you a favor, it's best to take advantage.
Forwarded message. To the UN Secretariat Senior Intelligence Staff. It has come to my attention that members of the Security Council may be interested in the latest ship inventory surveys for the Phoebos and Demios shipyards. These logs are available for anyone of level 7 clearance or higher Please advise. UN threat analysis. Gotcha Ghazi. Gotcha Ghazi. Right, so where else did we need to look? It were here on it.
The belt, aka my never-ending headache.
Yeah, that's the asteroid belt, then, isn't it? I didn't realise that Jupiter and that were outside of the belt. So when they say belters, that's them that are from outside, so to the right, where Jupiter and that is. In us are the people that are from like Earth, Mars, and all the planets before the belt, basically. I thought the belt were after our solar system. But same principle, I suppose.
The belt.
The belt. Tycho Station. Ramses the Second. Juno. Let's have a look at this. Vesta Colony, MCR and UNN joint Proactorate Mining, Vesta Asteroid Belt. Haha.
A known opiate terrorist meeting with Martian agents. This could be interesting.
Yes, it could, couldn't it? UNN authorities on Vesta have issued red notice for Quill Caldera, known lieutenant of the Voltaire Collective, a radical faction of the Outer Planets Alliance, OPA basically. Caldera was spotted in Vesta Station, meeting with operatives of the MCRN Covert Operations Division. Family name Caldera, forename Quill Isaac. Gender male, age 26, home Bond City, Eclodus. Distinguishing marks, OPA tattooed on his forearm. Eye augments, different colour. He's wanted for terrorism, murder and blackmail, you know, just everyday slight crimes, no major. Tycho Manufacturing Ring Station. Shipyards, Station Construction Industry.
One can only imagine what we could have done with all that wasted Mormon money.
In a triumph for its shipwrights and a huge step forward legitimacy for its upstart administrators, Tycho Station has announced the completion of the primary rotation drum for its central construction project, the LDSS Nevado. Many were skeptical of Fred Johnson's intention to enter into a long-term agreement with Mormon elders headquartered on Earth. However, the resulting deal has proven to be both monetarily beneficial and technologically innovative. At approximately 2,500 meters in length, they're propelled by an unprecedented 8 G4000 series Epstein drives. The Nevado's rotating interior drum will enable its crew of 4,000 to thrive during its century-long journey beyond Sol systems to its destination in Tau Ceti. Keep nodding off, man, I'm knackered. Just want to get all this reading out of the way so we can get on with the game. Ramses. Donegal class battleship. Isn't that the one that where we saw that skirmish? Remember when we hid from pirates in that old battleground. And there were them two ships, one had crashed into other. I'm sure that were called Ramses. One of them ships. I'm sure we'll find out.
Based on the velocity, the Ramses doesn't appear to be any immediate threat to Juno.
All the more reason to keep assessing and avoid making a mistake, right?
There are no other ships near Juno to challenge the Ramses. So who is it here to fight?
Exactly. Who? Who is it here to fight? So who? Who? Juno colony, MCRN, UNN Joint Protectorate, Demilitarized Zone, Juno Javian System.
Martians are brash, but a move like this requires serious balls. I don't like it.
Why would they enter a heavily guarded demilitarized zone with a single warship? It doesn't add up.
Your intelligence has detected an anomalous MCRM warship. I wonder if that's one of the ships then that fought on a projected flight path with Juno orbit. The vessel's position has been logged and verified by Juno Flight Security, the UNN Jupiter Fleet Command operations on Ganymede, and the UNN Josie Wales. It is, because I'm sure Josie Wales are one of them in orbit around Juno. I'm sure those are them then the two ships that fought and they were just a wreck then, weren't they? That's all that were left. Early data mining has identified the warship as the MCRN Ramses II, a 2040 make Donager, so that's only friggin' what, 16 years away when they made that, apparently. Donager class battleship, 16 years away from us now, I mean. That was previously stationed near Low. Its mission is unknown. The UNN Jupiter Fleet Command recommends a threat level assessment escalation to Orange, requiring consultation with members of the UNN Secretariat. So that's why they called us them on it. Record message to Cusco. Oh no, that one. It must be in here then.
Admiral Cusco.
Diplomatic.
The Jupiter fleet is under your command, and I have no intention of disputing your authority. However, I have reviewed the logs for the Ramses II, and I see no direct threat to Juno Station or the Jupiter fleet. Whatever the Martians are doing with that ship, it remains a mystery. One I intend to solve.
Well, so I wonder if that was what this is about then. That's why it's an extra bit. Maybe this is what led up to them two ships fighting. Them two ships that we ended up hiding behind. Because we didn't get to find out much about why that happened or what happened between them, did we? Maya from Mars, she knew a bit about that it apparently had happened. But she didn't know as to why or what happened or like that. So maybe that's what this is. This extra game, extra episode is just to explain a bit more about how that happened between them two ships. Could be wrong, right? But that's the impression I'm getting so far.
Am I ready to unwind?
Well, yeah. Always time for a good unwinding. A nice glass of unwind.
Mars, Earth, the Belt. Your own damn children. It's all too much to control.
Stop trying to control it then. Oh! What's going on?
Shit!
Holy shit! Why you stood in corner?
Madam Deputy Undersecretary, I received a new update from the Director of Operations. Stand by.
The time window for restoration of services has been extended indefinitely. Thank you.
Does the Director of Operations happen to report to Undersecretary Mendez?
Yes, D.O. Tanaka is a direct report.
This is no accident. Mendez is trying to block me out of the boat.
Forgive me, Madam Deputy, but isn't that a little paranoid?
His attempt to reorganize the Security Council would leave me powerless. He will stop at nothing to make it happen.
Whatever's causing it, we won't get much done without power.
You underestimate me, Nishan. My electrical engineering degree wasn't just for show.
Oh, here we go.
Word of this gets out, I'll have your testicles as paperweights.
Understood, Madam Deputy Undersecretary.
I learned a few things besides networking at Kano Polytech. Let's hope I remembered them.
Is that what she did with her testicles once they were removed? Used them as paperweights? What? Connect right. Connect down. Yeah, which one though? None of them are highlighted, are they? Oh. Alright, so it's just doing it in sequence then. So if that were to go down, so where am I trying to get to? The other white box, I'm guessing. So we'd want to go down, that's it. And then we can only go right. Okay. Down would take us to there, which is then a dead end, so it's going to have to be right again. And then up or right? Well, where would right take us? Up would also take us there. Oh no, up would take us, that's a dead end, so we want to go right. Then we want to go down. And then we want to go left. And then down. And then left. And then left. And then left. And then left. Alright. Oh. Ta-da!
Well done, Madam Undersecretary.
What can I say? I live to impress you, Nishan. We have power again, but it's limited. Any news from the outside world?
The Security Council vote will proceed as planned, but you are scheduled to address the delegates first. The Ramses 2 is still off course near Juno, and the intervention window is closing. You've received another message from Admiral Krusko, and you should be able to contact him again.
That won't mean shit if I can't make him listen. Did you find any dirt on him?
I'm afraid not. Of course, if the Secretary General weren't indisposed, he might share whatever unsealed files he might have.
I doubt it.
He's safe. I like this dark side of you, Nishan.
I learn from the best, Madam Undersecretary.
See what I mean? And that's exactly what they're like in real life. All backstabbing each other, all trying to get the big seat. It's not for what's best for humanity or what's best for the country that they're supposed to be representing. It's to get to the top and get the biggest wage and have the most power with the biggest Barry Big Bollocks. So whatever means necessary it takes to get that position, they'll do. You know, if it means stabbing people in the back, which could have other consequences then for the country and for its people. But they don't care. They're only interested in themselves and getting to that position they want to get to. That's what it's like in real fucking life. So I don't trust any of them. I don't give a fuck about people. They never have. They're just humans like every other fucking human. Greedy and only give a fuck about themselves.
My darling, I'm sorry to hear that you've been detained, though I'm more than willing to press my advantage while your attention is elsewhere. I'm not surprised that foolish men think that they can control you, and I pity them greatly. I just heard from Shanapal. All things considered, he's faring well. I credit your fighting spirit, which I trust won't be too wounded by the loss of this pawn.
Faring well? Have you heard what your son is doing on Callisto? I must admit, of all the disasters I am dealing with, it is our son that worries me most. All the time we spent raising him, and what does he do? Falls in love on a rock in the middle of space. Talk to him, Arjun. If you can't change his mind, no one can.
More objectives. Side objective. Meditate. Check safe for dirt. Well, let's just get the meditation out of the way. Let's have a look at this.
It's sad, but without this Nishan drone here, I would feel truly alone.
Oh, we've got a new view now. I like that one better. It's more peaceful, isn't it?
I love being reminded of all the beautiful places I can't visit.
At least you're not stuck out in space, at least you're still on Earth.
Protect my husband, who I need far more than I want him to know. Give me the strength not to strangle that infuriating private, or the strength to do it. Either way. Get Krusko to listen to reason. Give him enough wisdom, or enough fear of what I'll do to him. Another few hours down here, and I'm going to clog those sanctimonious eyes out.
Let's see what dirt we can find in safe then.
What's the point of sitting in for the Secretary General if I don't get to break into his safe? Go back to your base and face the wall. It's called plausible deniability, for fuck's sake.
Deniability of what?
Good drone.
Is that it? What's this? Agent Carol, codename Jazz. Location Mars. Defence Minister cautious household staff. Latest report, Defence Minister has 2 mistresses and listens to belter punk while exercising. Long-term implications, none. Short-term implications, none. Revisit options for assigning agent to Prime Minister's staff. Agent Allen, codename Calypso. Location Mars. Martian cabinet janitorial staff. Latest report, MCRN considers all joint UN MCRN proactive planets and settlements as their rightful jurisdiction. Long-term implications, none. Short-term implications, none. Revisit options for assigning agent to Prime Minister's staff. Agent Morrison, codename Disco. Location Ceres Station, Star Helix Precinct. Latest report, increased Lockhart Greygat presence on the docks. Star Helix is reporting fewer arrests than last quarter. Possible bribes. Wow. Well, that's not interesting. Ah, Krusko file. This is what we needed. Some dirt on Krusko to get him to do what we want. Disciplinary action. Ensign Krusko was seen in the Deshari lounge on UN headquarters. He was in the company of 2 women who had not been properly screened upon entrance, and found in possession of several grams of pixie dust. Records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Krusko. 10-day suspension of duty. Lieutenant Krusko failed a routine drug test. Records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Krusko. Censure, reprimand. Commander Krusko was seen in the distinguished Hyacinth Lounge on Ceres in the company of 3 women, overheard loudly discussing his previous missions. Record sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Krusko. What, so he gets to crush his own record, like? 10-day suspension of duty. Vice Admiral Krusko was involved in unsanctioned skirmish with a Belter rockhopper that flew into... Oh, that's it. That's the skirmish that of the wreckage that we hid behind. Krusko involved in an unsanctioned skirmish with a Belter rockhopper that flew into an UNN airspace. Record sealed in the interest of UNN security. Yeah, that was the one then. So it ain't about that. It wasn't that we're involved in that, but that happened a while ago. Obviously, because there's the record of it. So he's in another frigging skirmish now. But at least we've got dirt on him. Emergency protocols. Top secret protocols. In the event of full-scale military engagement with Mars. Contents. Martian military analysis. Scenario Martian first strike. Potential first strike target. So now it's no longer wars on our planet we have to worry about. It's wars between Earth and the settlements of other planets that we've settled, who have now then turned on us. Fucking hell, man. And that's probably what'll happen in real life. Overview of missile defences. Scenario. Martian innovations in technology and the Bell as a theatre of conflict.
It's almost optimistic to think we could fuck up this planet more than we already have.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't reading all of them. There's a 237 pages.
If we were wasting our time planning for alien contact, at least we are being honest about it.
Verify accuracy of proof for extra life forms. I ain't going through all that. I can't be bothered. Oh, that's the last one anyway. They're just protocols of things you've got to do if in a certain circumstance. I'm not going through all them. That's it then. Thank God. Done enough reading in this one already. Right, so now we need to speak to him and tell him, you better not piss about because we know shit about you, you little womanizing tosspot. What's this? Can we...
Oh, Christian, I was just about to call you. The council has set the date for the reorganization vote. It's today, in full assembly.
And I don't suppose you'd consider postponement for the council member who's working from a hole in the ground.
Oh, believe me, I asked, begged even. But there's too much momentum.
You're looking at this all wrong. Vote against this motion with me, and we can secure the belt without all the red tape of a committee.
While I'd never bet against your persuasive talents, I have a meeting to run to. I'll just have to go with my gut on this vote.
Jeffrey, I like you. You're ambitious, and you have balls. That's why I am telling you to cancel the vote. You don't want to go up against me.
Christian, you are an inspiration. I've looked up to you for, well, my whole career. But this motion is moving forward, and last I counted, you were 3 votes short.
Cocksucker.
I've populated your screen with 5 delegates whose votes may be winnable. You should call them and see where they stand.
Very good.
Oh, right, okay. Let's beat this cocksucker.
This is Deputy Governor
That's
Dunning.
why he's got a lot
Natalie
here.
is Christian.
I should have known.
How are you, my friend? And what about your husband and those delightful children?
Chris, if I thought you gave a shit about my family, we'd both be in a different line of work. Now, what do you need?
It's the Security Council vote. Can I count on you to reject the reorganization under Mendes?
I like you, Chris. But not enough for charity.
Meaning?
Shepard Complex has a faulty filtration system, and it needs updating. But the funds are never there. See that Shepard gets its new water tower, and I'll support you.
I'll see what I can do.
You're Christian Avasarala. I expect a lot more than that.
So how are we going to get that water tower like?
Well, this is a surprise. To what do I owe the honor?
This is about the vote to reorganize the Security Council.
Ah, I see. Well, Jeffrey Mendez is a spiteful worm, and any motion he champions is certainly one I will vote against.
So I have your support.
If you make me one promise.
I will do whatever it takes. I give you my word.
Ah, be careful, Madam Undersecretary. That's a dangerous thing to say in our line of work.
For some, but not for me.
As of now, I will vote with you against the reorganization. However, whatever happens in negotiations, you cannot raise taxes. If you plan a tax hike of any kind, you will be calling Mendez Sir before the week is out. Do you understand?
A more powerful Jeffrey Mendez is something nobody wants.
True, but power abhors a vacuum. If Mendez is stopped, who will step in to take his place? You?
I understand the situation, and I will make this work.
I appreciate the call, Madam Undersecretary. Good luck.
So that's him on side. We only needed three, didn't we?
Avasarala.
Okoro, I've heard that you're undecided on the security reorganization.
Only because I need to show up here eventually.
I know we've had our disagreements in the past, but your support in this vote is crucial.
How crucial?
Enough for me to be here kissing your ass. when I should be in New York getting a manicure.
So I can give you the vote, but I'll need something in return.
Don't keep me in suspense.
We're getting a lot of flack from the wealthier tiers of the Earth admin zones. Too many private regulations over spaceport licensing.
You're joking.
They want the UN Accountability Office to deregulate private spaceports, and they're fine with higher taxes if that's what gets it done.
Very well. I will get back to you.
I'm sure you will, but only when your back's against the wall.
Does she think I do this to make friends?
Clearly not. None of yous do.
Is this for real?
Cerez.
Christian Avasarala. It's been a long time.
Elena, it's been a few years.
Years? Come on. You remember the last time we saw each other.
Of course, that was a wonderful day we had together.
At the ambassador's funeral?
Fuck.
It had its moments, I guess, but wonderful. You've always been a funny one, Christian.
Listen, I need a favor.
Let me guess. Menda's security plan?
How did you know?
Singh warned me you'd be calling. But I understand why you're concerned. Any idiot can see what Mendez is trying to pull.
Can I count on you?
You may. But only if the proposed water tower in Shepherd Complex never moves forward.
Oh, fucking hell.
You're not a supporter of the project?
I'm not a supporter of handing Dunning another fucking victory to pad her resume for committee assignments.
I see.
I knew you would. Gotta run. Good luck today, Christian.
Fucking hell, so... It's getting confusing now, isn't it? So it's between when we spoke to first, whether we give her the tower or her, whether we don't. I don't know how I do that though.
What can I do for you, Madam Undersecretary?
I'm coming to you for help with the Security Council's reorganization proposal.
Oh, that? I'm afraid the belt's security status doesn't affect the People's Party's platform. Not directly, anyway.
Then I would like to ask for your vote.
And incur the wrath of Jeffrey Mendez? I don't know how I feel about that.
Who's to say that Mendez won't come for you next?
Why would he? The party has no quarrel with him. Listen, I want to help. But I have my own issue that I could use your support with.
Naturally.
The private spaceports of the wealthy are draining resources and crowding public lands. Now some delegates are attempting to remove the limited regulatory oversight we have.
Spaceport regulations. That's your issue?
That, and raising taxes, of course. The people have spoken.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Weiss.
Anytime. We appreciate your support.
I've captured the findings from your conversations with the delegates. You can review and prepare your policy decisions when ready.
Very good. I'll meet you at your station.
Right. Right, so how do I do it? Say hand terminal. Been through, you leave me. What? I probably don't need to tell you why I'm writing. After everything the two of you have been through, you're giving him hell over a girl, really. For a diplomat, you certainly know how to burn your bridges. Char's in a bad place, so you need to go easy. We've been messaging since the deployment, as far back as Luna, and he's been hurting that whole time. Not that he'd ever let you see that. I've met his new girlfriend, Marie, and she's not what you think. Sharp as a razor, and doesn't take shit from anybody. You'd probably like her, if you weren't already convinced you never will. Be a good mother and lay off the guy. Oh, and swing by sometime. Your grandchildren want to see you, and they're the ones in charge. Oh, Ash. I can't reply to that then, no. So where's this thing that I'm supposed to do then? Just what it over at the drone? These frigging decisions I have to make. I'm gonna forget by the time I get to wherever it is. Rare voting. This is it.
Let's figure out which policies I support to get the vote locked in.
I have the summary for you to review.
Right. Okay. Okay, yes to deregulate private spaceports. Sing no tax increase. Dunning, yes to new water tower, requires rising taxes. So we can't do what that raises taxes. No to deregulation of private space for. Yes to raising taxes, so we can't do that either. So we're gonna have to do no water tower. So it's Masterson, Singh, and Okaro. So we need to deregulate spaceports, no tax increases, and no new water tower. Against raising.
Singh is a single issue voter, no new taxes.
Got it.
For
Let's give
deregulation.
Earth rich idiots even less oversight. Yes on deregulation.
Understood.
And against.
I need Masterson's vote, and she's not wrong about the water tower. It will have to wait.
Sounds good.
So that should give us the 3 votes, should it not? So what was it? Yes to deregulate, no to tax increase, and no to water tower. So deregulate spaceports, no tax. So that should be right then, I think.
Let me double check these tallies. Congratulations, Madam Deputy. This should secure you the votes.
Yeah.
I'll send along your policy commitments to the 5 delegates.
Thank fuck. Of course, none of that will matter if I'm not there to cast the deciding vote.
I've requested a postponement to the session. In lieu of that, you can always connect in remotely, now that the power's restored.
I'm not banking on it. Keep pressing them.
What's this? Check on terminal messages. I think I've already done that, haven't I?
Hi, Mom. It's me again. 2 messages in one day. Must be a new record, right? So, we're gearing up for a mission. I don't know where yet. I never do, but I wanted to reach out. What you said about Marie, that was pretty low. Even for you. She's important to me, Mom. You both are. That's why I want to be honest about my feelings. Just don't push me away, okay? Call me back when you get a chance. I'd love to hear from you before we deploy.
Sweet boy, you must stay safe and return to us soon. You have an important job to do, and I trust you to do it well. However, I may have spoken too harshly about your infatuation with this Marie. She cannot be all bad if you like her. But keep your head in the here and now. The belt is a dangerous place, and you can never let your guard down. In that way, it's like politics. I love you desperately. And I pray I will see your face again soon. Semper Fi, my sweet boy.
Semper Fi! What, so he's a Marine then? So... yeah, so that's done now. So the last thing is to speak to that bell end.
Undersecretary, this is Admiral Kruzko. I'm afraid the situation near Juno has reached its inflection point. The Martians are now openly flouting system law, and this act cannot go unanswered. I understand your desire for caution in your temporary position. But that is no excuse for indecision. No orders have been issued, but I cannot guarantee the obedience of my captains. They understand that lives are at stake, and they are only human. I implore you to transmit orders as soon as possible. Kruzko, signing off.
This asshole won't respect me unless I make him. Admiral Kruzko, here are your orders. You will remain in place. You will not intercept the MCR in Ramses 2. Understand, this is not a request, and I owe you no explanation. I've also been reviewing your sealed personal file. It reads like a fucking tabloid. Sex, nepotism, cover-ups. It would only take one word from me to have it unsealed and all over the news tonight. I will await your confirmation of these orders.
Whoop whoop! Time for a drink then, eh? Another hard day's work in the office of the UN.
I've done all I can for now. Am I ready for a break? Or is there more to do?
Oh yeah, you've made 2 calls and you've decided on 3 different decisions. That's a hell of a lot of work for someone in your position. I think better have a drink before you fall down. Oh sorry, you moved 1 chess piece as well, let's not forget that. But that was exhausting.
Madam Undersecretary, full power has been restored to the compound.
That's a good news.
But the Security Council still hasn't responded to our request to postpone the vote.
No matter. So long as the trains are running, I will be there to see the look on Amanda's face when I end this farce.
Very good. I'll prepare for your imminent arrival. When you're ready.
Oh, here we go.
Security breach. Security
What
breach.
now?
Security breach.
Lockdown protocols, Archangel. Move! Move! Move!
Oh, you're gonna get her locked up or something so she can't come. Will you fucking turn that bastard buzzer off in me ear? I wonder if he's gonna get her locked up or something so she can't go.
Ma'am, this is Private Sharp.
Oh, he has that.
I know who the fuck this is. Who the fuck else locked me in this prison?
It was for your own safety. There's been a security breach in the compound, ma'am.
I understand you're only doing your job, Private, but you're being manipulated. There is no security breach.
I don't know anything about it, ma'am. Just following orders. We're conducting our sweep now, and we will have the site secure as soon as possible.
I can't wait for soon. The vote is happening now. That's the whole point of all this. Sharp, this is your last chance. Obey my orders and let me out of here now, or deal with the consequences.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. The consequences are immaterial. I have my orders and must see them through.
Yes, motherfucking soldier you are. Dismissed, Private.
Motherfucking soldier you are.
You'll never know when you'll need to light some incense, or the occasional contraband cigarette. This might come in handy.
Oh, great, we have a lighter. In a building that's made fully of concrete. How much damage do you think you're going to do, love? Last time I checked, concrete was not flammable. Meditate and get out of the safe room. Maybe we could meditate ourselves out the safe room. Huh? Huh? You know, like, what's it called? What do they call it where your spirit leaves your body, like when you, like that film's about it, innit, where they go to sleep on a night and it's and when they're asleep they leave the body and they can go to different places. There's a name for it, I can't remember the name of it.
At least my prison can smell nice.
Oh, now we can meditate now that we've got... Is there anything else to look at first?
Unless I can find a way out of here, the vote will pass, and Mendes will kill me with his smugness.
Doodle-doodle. Just make sure there's no over here. No. At least she's got a bed and...
Nishan even thought to personalize the safe room. Sometimes that boy scares me.
Oh, Buddha! Hum.
Just keep me from setting myself on fucking fire. Give me the self-control not to murder that fucking Admiral or anyone else who gets in my way today. Forget about me. Just protect my son.
So that's it now, just get out of the safe room. And how the bastard breeches do I do that then?
At least my prison can smell nice.
Oh, awesome, yeah. You do smell your way out. Oh, what's this? Smoke sensor. Ah.
I guess it wouldn't be a safe room without a smoke alarm.
Boom, 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 boom,
There's
boom.
smoke.
There's
There's
fire. Or in this case, an ember.
Come on. Fuck me. It's real?
Deputy Undersecretary, are you alright?
Nisha. Nisha. My hero. My savior. My... What's wrong with your screen?
Poor reception. Reinforced walls. We can't connect to the boat from in here.
What the fuck is your plan then?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Just blow. Blow!
I say it's not. I wish it were that hard to set my fucking smoke alarm off.
What's happening?
Fucking hell.
I'm coming in.
Boil an egg and it goes off.
What is this? Where's the deputy
Come on,
undersecretary?
stink! Right, back at head. Bye. For your own safety. Silly soldier.
Enjoy the
intruder.
R&R, Private. You've earned it.
Ma'am, let me out.
Nishan?
Linking you into the session now.
If that's all the arguments, we will convene the vote. All those in favor.
Excuse me, counselors. I have the deputy undersecretary.
I bet he's fucking
Madam?
screwing.
Whenever you're ready.
That
Councillors.
Mendez.
I apologize for my tardiness. I have been enjoying the Secretary General's underground hospitality today. We all want to increase security in the belt, but this vote will not accomplish it. The measure is a political maneuver. Undersecretary Mendez has no experience in the belt, and putting him in charge is a dangerous overreach. Counselors, my son is stationed on Callisto. No one wants to de-escalate tensions in the belt more than me. But this motion will only lead to more chaos.
Thank you, Madam Avasarala. We'll convene the vote then. All those in favor? All opposed? The motion has failed 67 to 66. Security
Fuck
will remain
you,
under the
Mendez,
jurisdiction of
you
the
little
Deputy
bellend.
Undersecretary. Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
I bet he's
One
fucking
last thing, Secretary.
screwing.
I would like to put on the record my personal commendation of one Private Sharp. For remaining steadfast to his post in the face of tremendous obstinacy by yours truly. He is an exemplary soldier, and I see a bright future for him after today.
Your commendation has been added to the record. Meeting adjourned.
The security protocols are lifted. Ma'am, I don't know what to say.
Thank God. Now, get the hell out of my office.
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
He was only doing his job, Bonnie.
Your office? I rather like the sound of that.
Come on, Mendes, now you got to fucking say, you little scumbag. Sorry your little plot didn't work.
My dear, don't worry about Shanapal. He has found a woman who sees what a wonderful man he is. The rest will sort itself out. But it's not just our headstrong son. I can hear it in your voice. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. What else is troubling you?
Atlas had it easy. He only had one planet to worry about. Nothing is troubling me. I just fended off an attack from a power-hungry underling that would have destabilized everything I have worked to build. Just another day at the office. I tell you the rest over dinner.
Review the messages at... What's that?
I could clean this up, but that would eliminate any chance of the Secretary General sleeping on it and landing on his face. If Nishan's smart, he'll be able to have my job before long. If he's smarter, he'll turn it down.
Let's have a look. Says, sorry, I asked my UNN contacts for any information on Sean Paul's recent communications. Here's what he found. Say I wrote you a poem. I don't know what that says. Oh, tacky. Be honest, how bad was it? I mean, not bad. You need some practice before you meet me Manta though. Your parents are going to hear a lot more about me than my Lombelter. Don't worry, Citra. We'll figure it out. Oh, bless. Give it a chance. Can't just dislike someone without even meeting them, you know, straight up fucking get-go. If she gives you a reason to dislike, then that's different.
Madam Avasarala, I've received your message. I don't appreciate the regrettable moments of my past entering the conversation. And I urge you to remember that enemies can be made on both sides of the line. We have not engaged with the Ramses II, and I've just received word that they are beginning to course correct. I am not at all convinced that we've done the right thing, and I will be saying as much in my incident report. We have avoided an outright conflict today, but the MCRN saw us flinch. I can only hope it won't lead to further provocation. Cusco out.
So in other words, you were wrong, but you're not going to admit you were wrong, and you're going to say that it was still a mistake because we didn't attack them, even though they changed course to the correct course they should have been on and didn't cause any trouble. Typical, isn't it?
Admiral
Pride.
Cusco, thank you for sharing the good news. While the workings of the MCRN may have soared over your head today, I am confident in my assessment. The MCRN won't be so bold as to escalate after we saw through their ruse. This was a victory, Admiral. Try to enjoy it. We get them so rarely.
Here we go. Mendez, how you doing?
Jeffrey, what an exciting vote that was.
Indeed. How wonderful that you were able to make it after all.
I've been meaning to tell you. An ambassador position has just opened up on one of Neptune's moons. It occurs to me that someone with your ambition would be a perfect candidate.
You wouldn't actually create a brand new ambassador position just to send me to the ass end of the solar system?
Oh, yes, she would.
You seriously underestimate how petty I can be. Enjoy the trip. I hear Titan is lovely this time of year.
Now, wait just a minute.
Bye. Fucking little bell end. Guess that's end of it then. Or I think it is.
Madam Undersecretary?
Yes, Nathan. You know, I feel strangely sentimental about you in this role. I worry that you in the flesh again may be something of a letdown.
Madam, it's news from Callisto, and it's not good.
Show me.
Although all reports have yet to be verified, it has been confirmed that a significant, violent uprising has occurred on the shared MCR UN moon station of Callisto. In what the UN is calling the Callisto Insurrection,
Oh, that...
Martian-backed laborers in the shipyards of Callisto turned on UN peacekeepers in what is believed to have been a coordinated attack.
My God.
Oh,
While
that...
tensions have been mounting in the region for some days, the exact purpose of the attacks and any possible coordination with Mars remain unknown. The Martian Congressional Republic has yet to issue a statement.
That's when
And just in,
Drummer
we have
did
learned
it, wasn't
that
it?
UN Marines are being deployed and are being met with fierce resistance at the station. We're also told that some military officials now believe that a portion of the uprisers may be OPA operatives posing as shipyard workers.
It's a message from your son.
Listen, I haven't heard back from you yet, and I can't talk long, but I didn't want to go into a mission the way we left things.
Madam Undersecretary.
I want to thank you for believing in me. I know we don't always agree, but I'm still grateful for your support and even your advice. Sometimes.
Christian, they've released the official list of casualties.
I didn't want to enlist, but maybe you were right to twist my arm. I've learned a lot out
been
here.
killed.
I even met someone really special. So thank you. I love you, Mom. I'll call you again soon.
Wow. And that would be enough to start a war. Because if she were in a position of power like that and was scorned like that, she would now go full on sending forces out and lot, wouldn't she? Wow. Good that. To say it was just, I didn't know what to expect to it being just a little extra bonus like episode. I didn't know what it was going to be about or if it was going to be any good, because it's hard to make an extra bit that's just one episode long that's any good, because you can't really do much in one episode, you know what I mean? Whereas with the full game, you had a full 5 episodes to make it good.
Oye, who is this?
You don't know me. My name is Christian Avasarala. I'm Sharnapol's mother. And you must be Marie.
Wow. That were pretty powerful, that to say it were only 1 episode long. That's really hard to do, you know, in a really short game like that. It's hard to get you involved and, you know, to elicit any sort of emotional response from you or out like that in such a short space of time. You know, it's easy to do when you've got like 5 episodes to get people right into the story and get them involved in it, but just on one really short episode like that, it's really, really hard to do, is that? You've got to be really good at story writing to do that. And I got right into that then. To say it wasn't full of action and, you know, as you see all the time, it was just right slow and just going with it. I got right into it. And I think it we're really good at portraying what it's like in them positions, you know, dealing with people frigging stabbing you back and having to do favours for people to get votes and stuff like that. That's exactly what it'd be like in that position. Good with that, really enjoyed it. Like I said, I went into it not knowing what to expect, because I thought, how good can it be? One episode, one bonus episode. But yeah, good, really enjoyed it. I'm glad I played it now. And I hope you guys did too. So that's it then. The Immersion Gaming Telltale Marathon is done and dusted. We've played all of the main Telltale games. There is a couple that came out before they started making these types of games. They did Monkey Island, which is one of my favourite games. I played that back in, I can't remember if it was late 80s or early 90s on my Amiga 600. And they remade it not that long ago. But it was more of a sort of an adventure game, that, you know, like a point and click adventure game. So I was in two minds when I was doing this Telltale Game Marathon whether to include that or not. But I decided against it simply because, like I said, it's a point and click. It's not like these interactive movie style games like the rest of the Telltale games. So I only included all the games that were made in this style of like an interactive movie, which really started with Wallace and Gromit. Well, Sam and Max as well they did, but that were again more of a point and click adventure, as opposed to an interactive movie style. I mean, I might put them games on as well at some point, but to watch from a audience perspective, I don't think they'll be as engaging to watch, because like I said, the point and click adventures, and some of them take ages to actually figure out the sequence of events, you know, in the way you've got to do it, because you've got to like speak to someone first before you can do this, and then you've got to find this that you can do before you can do that. But sometimes it takes absolute hours to actually find out what you've got to do, to the point of even sometimes having to look at the walkthrough to find what it is that you're looking for, you know. So again, as from a audience perspective, I don't think they're the best games to be watching on a channel, because it can take hours and get really boring. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't include them, and why this channel is for story focused games, because they're good for people to watch, because they just like watching films, you know what I mean. That's the type of games I want on the channel, because then people get to sit and enjoy them like a film and watch a really good story. Whereas games where you're just running around shooting things like Fortnite and things like that, it's not really, it's good to play if you're the one sat playing it, but as from an audience perspective where you sat watching it, that'd get boring very fast. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't include the previous Telltale games, because they wasn't made in this sort of interactive movie style. But yeah, anyway, as I said, that's it now. The Telltale Games Marathon is done and dusted. They'll always be on the YouTube channel if you haven't watched any of them, or you know, you want to go back and watch any of them again or whatever like that. They're always going to be on the YouTube channel, the Immersion Gaming YouTube channel, and there's an actual playlist called Telltale Games Marathon, so you can just click on that playlist and it'll give you all of the Telltale games that we played. That's why I made a playlist called the Telltale Games Marathon, so you can just watch all them in order if you wanted to do that, like, sort of thing. But yeah, apart from that, guys, again, I've really enjoyed this game. I've really enjoyed all the previous Telltale games, like I do. That's why I did it, because I've always enjoyed the Telltale games, and I really wanted to share them with you guys, because I thought for all them people that don't actually play games, for whatever reason, would still probably enjoy the stories, because they are very, very good, as you've probably seen. So other than that, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this little bonus episode as well. And again, if you would like to support us, you know by now, I'm not going to go into all the detail like I normally do, because I'm getting sick of saying it on everyone now, and I'm sure you lot are getting sick of hearing it. But as always, if you want to support us, as always, the best way to do that is if you can like, share as videos either on YouTube or on Facebook. Also, if you could follow the Immersion Gaming Facebook page, that'd be awesome too. But the biggest thing of all, if you can subscribe to the Immersion Gaming YouTube channel, that would be absolutely fantastic, guys. It's what we need at the moment to build this channel up, which, as I've told you, will open doors for some bigger and better things and allow me to put into action some of the other ideas that I've got, which will bring a lot more variety to the channel. But other than that, guys, again, thank you for joining me. As I've said to you at the beginning, I will be doing a video in a couple of days when all the parts arrive, which will be the first of its kind on this channel, where I will be upgrading the Immersion Gaming desktop PC to make it more powerful, so that the content what I'm uploading will hopefully be a lot smoother and a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to do a video of me actually doing that, upgrading the PC. So some of you guys that don't know the inner workings of a gaming PC might be interested in seeing that. And for you guys that know about gaming PCs and tech and stuff, you might just enjoy it anyway from a techie perspective. So yeah, as I said, I'll be putting that on in a couple of them. Just waiting for parts to arrive. So as soon as they arrive, I'll do that video too. And then once it's done and I've reinstalled Windows, nice and fresh, and it's all good and working brilliant again and all cleaned out, then we'll start playing some more games on the channel. Running at tip-top efficiency. So other than that, guys, again, thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye.